The message about reconnecting with your roots and spending time with your family is a really good one. And I love films that are set in the high fashion, fast paced New York society. So Love by Design seemed like it would have all of the hallmarks of a film that I would enjoy. But unfortunately I didn't find the protagonist that interesting. Nothing wrong with the casting or the acting, but I didn't really care about the protagonist, and the narrative itself, although reasonably well developed, just wasn't that interesting. The film was released in 2014, directed by Michael Damian, and stars, and I'm definitely going to mispronounce this, so I apologise, but Giulia Nahmany, please correct me if you know how to pronounce the name, um, as our protagonist Danielle. Danielle is working for a fashion magazine in New York. Everything seems to be going right for her, but then all of a sudden, somebody steals one of her ideas. Her boss, her editor, Vivien, played by Seymour, and fed up with the situation, Danielle decides to go back to her hometown, which is in Romania. And while there, she, as I said, reconnects with her roots and spends time with her family and gets to grips with what really matters in life. It's a tale that's done often, again, about people working at either a large corporation or being at the top of their career ladder, forgetting either consciously or otherwise about where they started in their more humble physical beginnings. And it does that side of it very well. But the actual events that happen once we go back to Romania and meet the family, I didn't find it that interesting. I wasn't that bothered. I didn't really care about the character of Danielle. She's not unlikable. She wasn't horrible. She wasn't nasty. I didn't feel like she was self-centered or, blind to the world around her. There was just nothing about her that made me feel for her or, really want the best for her and to get one over on her boss who kind of wrongdid her. So it's not a bad film. It's not poorly edited, poorly directed, poorly casted, nothing like that. It's just not a good film. So if you're looking for kind of background fluff, something you can put on that doesn't require much concentration, but that's still relatively decent, I'd say Love by Design is a good choice for that. But if you're looking for a film that you actually want to sit down and pay 100% attention to, this one's not going to capture your attention for too long. At least with my experience, it didn't. It's not awful. It was interesting seeing parts of Romania, because it is filmed in Romania. But ultimately, it could have been a lot better. It's a narrative that's been done many times over, and unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I've seen it done much better many times over.